Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Bernadette and I'm a business consultant and mindset coach for wedding and creative business owners. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking to you about the habits that you are going to need in order to scale your creative business. Habits that many successful entrepreneurs out there incorporate into their daily life. But before we get on to that, as always, just a little reminder that if you prefer to read as opposed to watching a video, then there is a blog article on this. If you just have a little look below, you'll find the link to take you directly over to my website where you can read the article instead if you prefer. And if you could support my little channel here, I would appreciate it so much by just hitting that subscribe button. All of my content is designed to help you scale your business, so we will be combining a mixture of strategy alongside support with regards to mindset as well. Okay, so without further delay, let's go on to today's episode. So we're going to be talking to you about habits and habits that you can instill into your daily life. In order to move forwards, it stands to reason that you need to let go of what no longer supports you, what is no longer helping you. It stands to reason that we can't continue doing the same things that we've always done, because if you do that, you're just going to get the same results. If you are ready to scale, this is where you need to make some changes into your life so that you are giving yourself that space that is needed to scale to that next level. So I'm going to be encouraging you to harness some new habits to help you move forward in your business growth. So this means being intentional with your time, asking yourself, will doing this help me grow as a person and an entrepreneur? Will it help me step that little bit closer to my goals? 95% of everything that you do is a result of a habit. And a lot of this is in our subconscious mind, so we don't even realise that these are habits. More on this in a moment. Every successful entrepreneur out there will have regular habits that they follow each day, and they just don't even think about it because it is such a part of their life. And this is what I want for you. So those of you that are not new to my world will know that I believe in dreaming big, really visualizing those big goals, but then breaking those goals down into tangible chunks. And this is where habits can come into play, by creating habits that will help you move towards that goal, but in a small, daily, manageable way. That is far more successful and beneficial for you than it is to try and go all in on a goal. So if you've got your goal, you break it down into like the smaller chunks, and then you think about, okay, what habits can you instill to make those little chunks of goals easier for you to put into play. So as an example, let's say you want to write a book. So that's your big goal, but you feel that you've never got the time to actually do it. So new habits could be that you wake up an hour earlier and then you write for 1 hour no matter what. That will then become your daily habit. Perhaps one of your goals is you want to nurture relationships and increase your network. So your habit could be that you commit to connecting with 5 people every single day, interacting with stories or posts. You'll be slotting this into your calendar at a specific time. This becomes a habit. Imagine if you did that, if you were connecting with 5 people every single day, building relationships. Imagine the impact that you would have at the end of the year. Huge. These are people that could be becoming your clients, or could be bringing clients to you, or could be increasing your exposure. You do it in small chunks, and then it doesn't even become noticeable as you are doing it. So how is it that you can really nurture habits that help your growth? I think the first thing to recognize is that in my mind you have two types of habits. And I hate to use this phrase, but I'm going to use it anyway. Good habits and bad habits. Okay, so good habits are really hard to form, but easy to live with. Bad habits are easy to form, but hard to live with. I'm going to give you some examples of these in a second. All habits are learned and can be unlearned as well. So in other words, you can replace those bad habits with a good habit. This is done through repetition. So if you were thinking about your day, could you write a list of some of your daily habits and analyze them? How do they impact your life right now? So I'm just going to give you an example of some habits. Okay, so brushing your teeth every morning, it's a habit. Having your morning coffee, perhaps you have your morning coffee in bed. Hitting that snooze button. My 20-year-old certainly does this on repeat. Browsing social media in bed before you go to sleep, or the minute that you wake up. Taking your dog for a walk at a certain time. Having a biscuit every single time that you're making yourself a cup of tea. Doing your morning stretches is a habit. Making your bed every day is a habit. Putting deodorant on every day is a habit. Leaving dirty dishes on the side is a habit. Putting the dishes in the dishwasher as soon as you've used them is a habit. Can you see how some of those habits benefit you? Brushing your teeth. We all know we need to brush our teeth every day if we want to have strong teeth. So we know that we need to brush our teeth, and so we do it every day. It was taught by our parents to do that until such time as it's become a habit. How many of you even think about it? I know, even if I've been out for a night, I come back and I will brush my teeth before I go to bed. It is a habit. What about looking at TikTok videos the moment you wake up or when you go to sleep? That's a habit. Is that habit good for you? Is that habit good for your mental health? Is that habit helping you grow your business? What about going on a dog walk and listening to a podcast? That is a habit. Is that a good habit? Is that a bad habit? So what I'd love you to do is start thinking about all the things that you do on a regular basis and start analyze them. Do you think they're good for you? Do you think they're bad for you? And then you can start switching them out. I'm going to talk more about that in a second. Okay, the next thing I want to cover with you is having a morning routine. Now, I'm sure some of you have seen this online and you've seen people saying how, they're getting up at 4 a.m. and then they go to the gym for an hour and then they have their, healthy smoothie. And how many of you have looked at those routines and you've gone, what? If you want to do that, that is fine. If you want to get out of bed and do an hour's hot yoga, go for it. But if that isn't you, don't feel like that is something that you have to do, because you don't. It's all about creating a morning routine that works for you, that really helps for you in terms of your health, big believer in that, your mindset, but also your growth as an entrepreneur. So it helps you be really energized and productive from the outset. It gives you structure and it sets your day off in the right way. Instead of waking up and being on TikTok and or any other social media, but this is giving you a chance to actually have a structure. So here are some habits that I fully recommend for growth in the morning before you even turn your computer on. So the first thing is getting up earlier at a set time each morning. So for me, I get up at 6. 6 is good for me. I will admit I struggle maybe a little bit more in the winter, but I'm totally happy with 6 a.m. It could be that you're practicing gratitude every morning. This really helps negate any negative emotions. You could be doing this by just verbally practicing gratitude. You could be writing it on a post-it note, putting it in a gratitude jar, which I've spoken about before. You could be writing it in your journal. But getting into the habit of being grateful is massive for your mental health. You could be journaling. I tend to journal in the morning, so I do this before I even turn my computer on. It's just ingrained in me, and the only days I don't do it actually is the weekend, but I do it Monday to Friday. Increasing your knowledge. This could be listening to a business book on Audible. It could be listening to a podcast, watching a Facebook Live while you're getting ready, reading a book. Anything that's increasing your knowledge. I've spoken about this before, but if you want to scale your business, you need to increase your knowledge. Without doing that, you're not going to be able to get to that next level because you can't carry on being the same person to get to that next level. You need to increase your knowledge. And you can do this in like really small ways each day. Imagine if you read just a chapter of a book every single morning. Imagine how many books you would have read by the end of the year, and how much knowledge you will soak up. Even if you're only implementing part of what you've read in the books, that's still going to make a massive difference to you and your knowledge and how you can actually scale. Structuring your day, so you're focused on what activities are going to be growing your business. This can be really helpful for you. So you do this before you even start working. In my blog article, I'll also include some links there where you can read about theme days and time blocking to really help you as well. Doing some daily exercise in the morning. Now, this could be as simple as doing some morning stretches. This could be going for a walk, going for a run, whatever it is that you do, something to get your body moving is really going to help you. It gets the blood flowing, and again, it's just so good for not only our physical health, but our mental health as well. So what could you add in to your morning routine that is going to really help you? Did you know that you have 21 days to break a habit or to start a new habit? You've probably heard this before. It's why diet companies will always want you to commit to the 21 days, because that's how long it will take to see any kind of change at all. Now, of course, some habits you can do really easily, and you'll definitely see a change after the 21 days. Some habits are harder to be integrated in our life, and it might take us a little bit longer. But certainly the simple habits like getting up earlier, doing a morning stretch, listening to podcasts, going to bed at a certain hour can really help you. I have a bedtime routine on my phone. So in fact, my phone turns off at 10 o'clock. That means there are no notifications coming up. I cannot be disturbed after that time. No flashes, no messages, nothing. Whereas my husband's phone will be like just plinging and pinging, and it's very annoying. But that has become part of my evening routine. So, there is no looking at the phone after 10 p.m. That's my time to be going to sleep, so I can get up at 6 a.m. So start thinking about what small habits can you start putting into place, and then think about the harder habits as well. So how is it that you can create a new habit? So first is you make a decision and you're going to commit to it. So for example, not hitting the snooze button in the morning. No excuses. Don't let yourself off the hook. Commit to this new routine. You wouldn't find excuses to brush your teeth, would you? So include your new habits into your schedule. Involve your family so that they support you. Have accountability partners. This is so good for you in terms of business, in terms of goal setting as well. But if you have got a harder habit that you're trying to instill, is there somebody that can be an accountability partner for you? You could also try habit stacking. So this is a discussion that you will find in a book by James Clear, which is called Atomic Habits. In fact, I can see it up on my bookcase just about there. So some examples for you. I would recommend getting James's book, by the way, as well. It tells you all about habits. But some examples on habit stacking for you. It could be easier to attach a new habit to a current habit. It just becomes easier to form. So I'm going to give you some real simple examples, but obviously you can build on this. After I get out of bed in the morning, I will stretch for 8 minutes. After I have stretched, I will have my shower. After making my morning coffee, I will journal. After I have journaled, I will clear my emails. So can you see that the first part is a habit that you do already, and then you're adding a new habit to it. So basically you're stacking it up. So you can try that to make it a little bit easier for you. So I hope that that has helped you. I would love to know what new habits that you are going to include into your day. Think about ones that are going to really help you remain calm, help your health, and then also ones that are going to really help you scale your business, so helping you increase your knowledge, helping you really formulate all those ideas that you've got inside your marvelous creative mind. So let me know how you get on. Leave a comment below. Reach out to me on social media, which is just at Bernadette Chapman. I would love to hear from you. And don't forget, you can hit the subscribe button, and if you want to read the blog article, just click the link below. As part of that blog article, actually, I do have a free workbook for you, which is a guideline on how to stop procrastinating. So that is available for you as well. So until the next time, have a fantastic day, and I will catch up with you soon.